Oke. Di ujung ya.
dance. Ready.
That's close enough. Where do you think you're going?
Pin them down. Moving. You're exposed.
Wind blade.
Into the shadows.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time. It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
No need to worry. He knows his way around a fight.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of him. Here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Halo Bang, halo bro, halo. Akhirnya beliau muncul lagi. Ayo, halo bro. Ngapain? Streaming? Yuk. Tam da. Halo Lili. Ceritain, lanjutin cerita si Deang. Sambil ngumpulin Primo. Primo kok lagi kismin soalnya.
Are you buddies with Akar-Akarnya now? Tell me, what are they after?
Yuk, kita
You
aja.
know the code of being a mercenary just like
Aku lemas setelah kemarin tadi sih ketiduran.
That might have worked on an amateur.
Tadi keturuan tadi pagi.
Think about it though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes? You've got 5 seconds.
5
You
detik.
might want to think twice
Cepet, cepet,
about
cepet,
how
cepet,
much your
cepet.
employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
Waduh. Udah deh ya. Nikmatin lah. Yaping mus lagi bisa. Sebelum voice actor diganti. Tenang aja.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way.
Ayo, better yang mana? Cepat, cepat,
I'll
cepat.
save you the trouble.
Oke, apa nih? Apa nih? Tercocol kah? Tertidur
Are you
kah?
crazy?
Ya, dia
Tried to bite off
tidur.
his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Dia pun turu. Gegara-gigit
Definitely
lidah.
didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
But why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's
Yo,
out
yo.
cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further. What should we do?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yap.
It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here.
Gede dik.
Let's search the area.
Ha!
Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
Dimaafin. Ya, coba bangunkan dia dengan berbagai macam metode. Bisa dianginin, bisa dicocol. Kasih. Lah. Yuk. Senjata kotak, obat-obat. Oke. Ini dulu deh. Ternyata yang itu. Alah. Tadi gue cek yang itu dulu tadi.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of...
Ah.
Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look.
Sini.
If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well.
Yep.
This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar.
Yeah.
Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered. Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all?
Mungkin.
Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest.
Bisa jadi. Hah?
What's wrong?
Apa itu?
Shazaman Homayani?
Homoyani? You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Homa. Homina.
Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazaman Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the head of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here?
Yuk, apa nih? Tenang, tenang.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Akar-Akarnya.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Akar-Akarnya?
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shahzaman as their person of contact? They could have just
Kenapa
as
dah tuh?
easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebot or Port Ormos.
Apa nih?
Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
But
Ba 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 ba.
something like this. It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past,
Bisa jadi.
but that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora. You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this. I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Akar-Akarnya.
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust. She showed genuine
Setuju.
concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Selesai.
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet. On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, "Dunyarzad, we're back!" So tell me, what happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can. My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah,
Selama ini.
it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
Nope.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while. In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dia?
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You'd think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dia into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Tia.
It's all right, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was the thing about friendship again?
Nih, lanjut.
Right, yeah, trust! You said that yourself, Dia. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place? Ah, right!
Yep. Tempat biasa. Biasanya itu di mana?
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the traveler, and next to him is his travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes. My daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person. But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Apa nih?
Well, we
Mau
wanted
ngerumpi
to
apa
bring this
nih?
transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
So, that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dia, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why
What?
you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss. Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you. The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
Mirage.
Heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homiyani family. No
Homiyani.
warning will change my
Homyomi.
stance on that.
I understand.
Am.
Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next
mundur
time
ke
he came knocking
belakang.
on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day? I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dia.
So he was the one who recommended Dia to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dia as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and me all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always send me funds anyway. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Wait! Isn't that around the time that Dekan al-Ahmar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia at risk.
Yep.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help. In the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Oh no. Dia, please don't feel that way.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions. Another way? I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Ahmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yep.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Welcome. I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
There are so
Don't
many
you remember
local
your adventure
specialties in
plans, my
Cimarron.
lady?
I want to buy more.
Malam hari.
Welcome. I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Taikin dulu dong.
How did I do that? Okay.
Why isn't it working? I don't get it. These parts are safe for sure. Why isn't it working? I don't get it.
How did I do that?
Selesai deh. Lupa gua.
Okay. Get it together, Layla. Believe in yourself and in the person who's helped you come this far. The two of you together can solve any problem that comes your way. Whew. All right. Time to leave my worries behind. Let's go. completely blank. I need to get out and unwind.
My blade will lead us through the shadows.
I'll take care of it. I'll protect us. The night is cold. Dancing in the wind.
Loaded.
Closing in.
Into the shadows. Loaded.
Let's dance. Not now. Up and away.
Ready. Loaded.
protect us. Closing in. Swift as the swallow.
Into the shadows.
Let the show be my guiding stars. Up and away! Ills be gone!
Loaded.
Closing in! Yeah, the night is cold.
Ready. Into the shadows.
Lama ngelek ke DC.
Loaded.
Let's dance! My guiding stars! gone.
Ready.
Closing in.
Into the shadows.
Gile.
Not now. Up and away.
Yeah. A stroke of good luck, and a very welcome one. I got you, boss.
Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then. How did I do that? Okay. Oh, glad I saw this. I almost didn't even notice it. Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there, watching over us. The night is cold. Let them fly.
Ready.
is making me so sleepy. Are you tired? Try my new spicy energy drink. I'm sure it'll wake you up. Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then.
Ya. Ternyata si Jawa lagi minum.
Huh? Who are you guys?
Capek.
I know
Capek
what
lu.
you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private. This place should do. All right. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I weighed it in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dekan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. You just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget,
What?
you're the one with no bargaining chips.
All right, I get it.
Yeah.
Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
Jawa, si Jawa.
Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
Jauh banget ya. Dia di ujung. Banting tulang. Ayo. Padahal cuma selewat doang.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Tia, why are you here?
My guiding stars. Let the show begin.
Loot it. Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Shoo. Huh. 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 Shoo. Cha. Buckle up. Hi. Hi.
My guiding stars.
Into the shadows.
Ah, she's so
Sosokan
strong.
sih.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dia, the boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
What?
Apa?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years
Gantet.
ago, Kusela broke up Akar-Akarnya and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is
Sendiri.
that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's relics must pay in blood for what they did.
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's relics was forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters. Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail. That's precisely it.
Cepat
Every
sekali.
one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dia and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dia, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for
Lagi
missed
dan
dues
lagi.
and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of Dakan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that boss started was quite a blow to headquarters strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end. There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Apa nih?
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence. But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia?
Hah?
You wanna go with him?
Kayak, hah?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so
Amburadul.
bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed.
Hancurin.
Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag
Enak aja
along.
padahal kita harus ikut.
I can do this on my own.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
I guess it all comes down to this.
What a bummer. I just had to get injured now, right before the final fight. Be sure to punch one of them for me.
Titip one punch-nya. Oh, udah masuk usaha. Nanti deh kita tahan dulu. Dia tuh.
Not now. My guiding star.
Ready.
Not now. Let's dance.
Into the shadows.
Doesn't matter where. I'll be there. My guiding star. Dancing in the wind.
Get ready. much, huh? Into the shadows.
My guiding star! Up and away! Swift is the swope.
Ready. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Shoo. Kya. Shoo.
Law of the jungle.
Into the shadows. Kya. Shoo.
The night is cold. Closing in.
Hunt them down. Kya.
Don't be scared. Hyah. Dancing in the wind.
Loaded. Kya. 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 Shoo. In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law. Prey will usually rest on rainy days, but not the hunter.
My guiding star! Let the show begin.
Ready. The battle between wind and rain appears to have reached its end.
Yuk.
I've faced many opponents in my duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered. No, I have never lost a duel. A duel is a battle of wills, and the sword an extension of the duelist's spirit. If your heart recoils in fear, then your sword may as well be in its scabbard, because you will not wield it effectively against your foe.
I want to...
Lalu belum. Alah, baik PS. PS-nya banyak banget. Blok. Apa ini ya? Apa ya? Air. Terus gitu mau.
It's my lucky day. There's more.
Quietly now.
Let's get down to business.
Gotcha.
How's this?
Things are about to get dicey. Skyward! Make way for the Adeptus! Scatter! Skyward! Busted! Quietly now. Too strong! Hurry up, Brassa! Busted! Skyward! Scatter! Charge! Here comes the catch. Loaded. Teamwork is dreamwork. You asked for it. Ready. Everybody stand back! By my spark, the night burns! Hi! Time to testify. Into the shadows. Gloves off.
Let's get down to business.
Skyward! Scatter! Gotcha! Busted! Yeah! Now! Hi! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Heads up! Hi! Volcano!
is over.
Antenna! Grant me strip! It's justice o'clock! Hero incoming! Too strong! It's justice o'clock!
Skyward!
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Seize the skies! Scatter! Skyward!
Headbutt! Boost!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Hero incoming! Wow! Smash down!
My hammer.
By my spark, the night burns! It's justice o'clock! Turn!
Let's get it on! Hunt them down!
I'm going in!
You asked for it!
We've got ourselves a tough cookie.
Buckle up!
Loaded.
Ultimate flying kick! Hero incoming! Headbutt!
Ready.
Cukup kamu segitu aja. Nggak nyampe semua udah cukup.
Look alive! Neutralize! Let's get it on! Extract!
Locked on.
Everybody stand back!
Neutralize!
Shadow of the past, mind to command.
The dead would bleed!
Reconstitute! A little ambiance!
Target acquired.
Gloves off! Look alive! Ha! Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
I'll protect us.
Busted. Quietly now. Busted. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Light it up! Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me!
For the Lord of the Night!
Submit your soul!
Locked on!
Sacrifice! Scared, speechless. Forever hold your peace. Let the show be.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Wrath from the skies! Rev the engine!
Extract!
Buckle up! Hi! Let's light it up!
I got him cornered!
Neutralize!
Let's get it on! Teamwork is true!
Locked on!
Oh, glory! Glory to which none can compare! This'll brighten up the place. Not when I'm in a bad mood.
That was unexpected!
The insects!
I got him cornered!
You must pay.
Buckle up! You're dead meat! Everybody stand back!
Locked on! Target acquired. For the Lord of the Night!
Susah amat sih.
Can't see.
Let's light it up! Look alive!
Locked on. One with the force.
Ha! I'm going in!
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see? I got him cornered. Shadow of the past, mine to command. My mistake. Time for you to pay the price.
Not when I'm in a bad mood. Look alive! Now you must.
I'll uproot you! Target acquired. One with the force.
Let's get it on! Ha! Huh? Everybody stand back! Gloves off!
Locked on.
Quickly now. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Target acquired. Claim these souls.
The dead would bleed! Quietly now. Light up the blazing sun! Try and stop me! Game's up. Fun's over. Let's dance.
I got him cornered.
Guys, lagi belum 4.000, belum lanjut.
Locked on.
Buckle up! Hi! I'm going in!
I got him cornered. Yeah! Shadow of the past, mind to command.
Submit your souls! A little ambiance! Look alive! Reconstitute! You're dead meat! Teamwork is trim!
Target acquired.
Bow before your king! The glory to which none can compare! Neutralize! This'll brighten up the place! Measly insect!
Locked on.
Busted!
Let the show begin.
Rise with the sun! Rev the engines!
Gotcha! Take it easy.
I got him cornered.
Light it up!
Let's dance.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Wrath from the skies! Full throttle! Try and stop me!
Locked on. Claim these souls.
The dead would blaze in dragon fire.
Rev the
Here comes the catch.
light of the blazing sun!
Mepet banget. Bosen.
Let's get down to business.
Let the show begin. Strike a pose! I condemn you! Shudder! Shower me with drip! Crush!
The pinnacle of excellence!
Time to shine! Vengeance will be mine! Beg for mercy! Yeah. Eye for an eye! Yeah. A little amuse. I'll protect us. Rack and ruin.
Let's get down to business.
Let my name echo in song.
Goose on the loose! Yeah!
Freeze to the core. Crush. The night is cold.
Gotcha! Quietly now.
Cold. Mine to commit. Whirling snow.
Your coming was foretold. Over. The pinnacle of excellence!
My guiding stars. Don't be scared. Sakura swirl. Take flight.
Busted. Quietly now.
Off to the freak. Not now. Cold. Mine to command. My guiding stars.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. A burst of flavor.
A dash of frosted. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Don't be scared.
Busted.
Not now. Take flight.
A little amuse-bouche. Things are about to get dicey.
Goose on the loose.
Yeah. Quietly now. Busted.
Hey, get him!
Here comes the catch. Buckle up! Hi!
I must leave no stone unturned. No escape!
Gotcha! Things are about to get dicey.
Go, Barracuda!
Yeah. Look alive! Busted. Gotcha.
The boom!
Here comes the catch.
Buckle up! Incinerate! Time to go! Breath of the flame! You asked for it!
Things are about to get dicey.
Cross over! Look alive! Motion to compel!
Let's get it on! Hi! Game's up. Time's over.
Time for your arraignment! Higher, pants on fire! Let's dance!
Busted. Gotcha.
And Shroud! I hear everything!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Can't see? I'll uproot you!
Let the show begin!
Torn to oblivion! Game's up. Fun's over.
Let's nip that in the bud. And Shroud!
Let me try now.
One with the forest.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Keep up.
I'll protect us.
I'll approve you.
Things are about to get dicey.
Yeah. My tail's all messed up. And shroud.
Committed to fun earlier.
Loaded.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Let's nip that in the bud. And shroud.
Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Grow.
Oh! One with the force. I'll uproot you.
Come a little closer. Let's spark things.
Share my knowledge.
Loaded.
I hear everything.
This may hurt a little.
Hunt them down.
Can't see.
The Temple of Wisdom.
You're in for a little
Let's nip that in the bud.
Committed to memory.
Come a little closer. Time to testify.
Following orders.
There is no escape. Busted. Ready. Here comes the catch. Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Go, Barbara.
Into the shadows. Hunt them down. Gang's up. Fun's over. Loaded. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Gotcha. Busted.
Following orders.
Now you shall perish. Ha! Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Watch out! Coming at ya!
Full throttle! Yeah. Gotcha.
Hey there!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Proper send-off! From the speed of...
Hear my prayer.
Ha! Coming at ya! Ha! Ha! Hiya! Watch out! Ha! Attack! That's the way!
Flee. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Watch out! Hiya!
Here comes the catch. We shall prevent pyroclastic surge! Rev the engines!
Hey there! Watch out!
Rise with the sun! Not bad. Take it easy.
Coming at ya! Hey there! Attack! That's the way.
Game's up. Fun's over. Hear my prayer.
Watch out! Hiya! Watch out! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Hiya!
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Coming at ya!
Things are about to get dicey. We shall prevail. Light it up. Wrath from the skies. Try and stop me. Busted. Yield. Burn it down. No. Take it easy. Here comes the catch. Flee. Grant us your blessing.
Coming at ya! A proper send-off from Messina with love. Watch out! Hiya! Hey there! Watch out! Hiya! Attack!
Wrath from the skies. Game's up. Fun's over. Hear my prayer.
Watch out! Coming at ya!
Light it up.
Watch out!
Quietly now. Busted. Burn it down. Light of the blazing sun. Get to work.
My guiding star!
Light it up.
Cole, learn to command, not...
Rev the engines. Burn it down. Wrath from the skies.
My guiding stars! Don't be scared.
Let's get it on.
Keep lolling! Eat Papa! Get him! Cole, learn to commit.
You're dead meat.
Playtime. Suffer the wrath of evil!
Pyroclastic surge. Try and stop me.
Udahlah. Sudah cukup. Udahlah. Jadi Tank.
There's still a long road ahead.
Jadi gue akan yaudah. Ini plus berapa? 11.400. Tenang. Gak bakal. Ya kan? I know. Ayo ini nyambung dulu. Trek bintang 5 2 kali. Bintang 4 ternyata. Favoritnya screenshot. Apakah nyambung lagi? Enggak lah. Nggak mungkin. Tadi aja. Yuk. Nggak, belum. Yuk. Jauh ini mah.
This realm is... If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
Teriak. Ah! Kan kalau orang-orang gak biasa kayak gitu, teriak bisa dapet gitu. Gak lah, mustahil. Oke udah, is enough. Simpan lagi buat besok. Udah, jadi gue tidak selesai. Kita pindah lagi ke mana ya? Udah dulu gue untuk hari ini. Jadi gue segini aja. Kasih buat semuanya. And then see you next time.
Dear mighty God of wisdom, I've been studying late into the night for days on end. Please let me pass this exam. Please. Please. I bet someone who's good enough to get a job like scribe never has to worry about whether their projects will get approved or be successful. Oh, wait. Oh shoot. If he's a scribe, he probably doesn't have to do any projects in the first place. So lucky. Huh. I saw someone who matches that description when I woke up after sleepwalking for the first time. Candace, huh? Now I know. I still remember the moment I woke up. All of my reports and essays were done. At that time, it felt like after pleading to the stars for days and days, now they'd finally heard me and sent a messenger to help me. I felt so touched.
Sip and bye-bye.
Right. Let's see what stumped Daylight Layla this time. She hasn't touched the third-year-old Starlocks yet. They definitely need working through. And there's a few charts to be appended to the midterm report, which... Yep, she hasn't even started drawing up yet. Alright, time to get to work. Oh, huh? What are you doing up? You should be asleep right now. Me? Sleepwalking, of course.
Okay. And Wes wes. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Dadah.